Greetings family, welcome back to my channel. I have some brief remarks about some statements made by Julius Malema pertaining to whites in South Africa and their share of the economy. Julius Malema sought to clear the air about the EFF and their position on whites in South Africa. Alright, Julius Malema said that they are not fighting against white people explicitly. They are not calling for violence against white people. But what they are calling for is a seat at the dinner table. Alright, now the dinner table he is referring to is their economy and the businesses which exist in South Africa. Since the Apartheid regime, South Africa has still had a minority white population which has exercised considerable control over their financial situation. Alright, white persons are owners of the farmland that is supplying the food in South Africa, and Julius Malema also mentioned call centers, and apparently their call centers are owned by whites in South Africa. Alright, now I'm sure this extends into many other businesses, as during the apartheid regime, the Boers or white South Africans exercised complete control over their economy and the government. Okay, so there are many businesses, I'm sure, which were established during apartheid which still exist today. And what Julius Malema said is that if they are not going to allow black South Africans a seat at the table, then it is only right that they destroy the table. Alright, because it is really an unlivable situation. Alright, the same can be said for black countries in the African diaspora, whereas we still have a minority white population which descended from slave masters who still control many important businesses in our countries. Alright, now Julius Malema is taking a stand that we all know is essential for the sovereignty of black people in a black country. It is not only dangerous for whites to occupy so much of the economy and own so much of the modes of production, but it is also really doing a disservice to the coming generations who will have to grow up to be employees rather than owners of the modes of production or owners of stores in South Africa. And what I would like to say, maintaining a system such as this will leave the majority black population at a permanent disadvantage, because there will be no opportunities available for many people who leave school at a high school age, leave college at a later stage, only to find that the primary modes of production are controlled by another entity. Okay, and so in closing, I would just like to say I support the position that the EFF is taking. They're not taking a hostile approach. What they are demanding is fairness in their own country. Okay, I would also like to say I think the EFF should continue pushing for the expropriation of land, as I said in the previous video. The farmland, which was arbitrarily seized during apartheid, and many of the business monopolies which were created during apartheid really need to be destroyed, so that the land that is the heritage of all South Africans can be owned by the descendants of their ancestors rather than the descendants of colonial tyrants. Okay, And so, family, let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all these dynamics. One love.